Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we are going to be revisiting the mystery of the secret Heretic Banshees on the mission The Great Journey in Halo 2. So, this is a very classic Easter egg, actually, for this mission. Towards the end, there's actually like 2 Heretic Banshees that will mysteriously spawn, and you can actually use them. There'll also be like 2 dead elites at each of these banshees as well. So the first one is at the bottom of this cliff, and the second banshee is right over here behind that pillar. So these banshees, they don't always spawn there. There's a certain method you have to do to be able to spawn them on the map. Otherwise, they're just simply not there. Now, the original method that I and pretty much everybody else always, put out was that you had to do the mission from the start without getting into any vehicles. And it would work. That method did do the trick. But that wasn't technically the correct method. It's only like part of it. And just by not being in a vehicle, it does actually, accomplish it. But you don't have to go through the entire mission without being in a vehicle. So I will show you guys now, finally, after all these years, what the exact method is. So up until this point, I've been in a vehicle pretty much the entire time. So you can use the vehicle right up to just about this area here. So you can go right past that first banshee, and there'll be another pillar here, another like boulder in the middle, where those 2 specters will spawn. So just, you can take out the specters if you want, but it doesn't really matter. Just don't go past this rock here. Don't go past this area. You can pretty much come up right until this point here. You can go a little bit further if you want to be exact, but just about here is where you want to stop using a vehicle. So let me show you the exact trigger for that Heretic Banshee to spawn it. So right here is where we were. This red wall here, that is the actual trigger to spawn the Heretic Banshee. Once you step inside of it, it will check if you are inside a vehicle. If you are not inside a vehicle, it will spawn the Heretic Banshees. But if you are in a vehicle, then it just won't do anything. And, well, you can't go back and like do it again. You lost your chance to spawn a Heretic Banshee. So, yeah, if you want to be exact, this is pretty much exactly where that trigger is. You can drive a vehicle right up until you hit this trigger. And if you want to stay in a vehicle as long as possible, then that is how far you can go. But once you get to that point, just get out of a vehicle and go on foot. And yeah, basically like right here, you can pretty much drive a vehicle right up to the rock here. You can go a teeny bit further, like an inch further, but you want to be very careful, because if your vehicle touches the trigger, then you lose the Heretic Banshee. Now, once you cross the trigger, you could get right back into a vehicle on the other side. So if you don't want to, if you're really attached to the vehicle you're in, you can use like a grenade or something to like knock it past the trigger. And then once you cross that trigger, then you can just get right back into the vehicle. It checks if you're a vehicle like the instant you touch it. Once it's checked, then it doesn't check anymore, and the Heretic Banshee's already spawned. And you can, you use the vehicle to get right back to the Heretic Banshee. So, basically, the method for spawning the Heretic Banshee is you just need to be out of a vehicle for that split second that you cross that line, and then you can go right back into a vehicle, and that's it. So here is the Heretic Banshee spawning. Once that trigger is hit, you can see it just spawns in, and there actually is an elite flying it for like a split second, but then it's scripted to just kill the elite in the Banshee. And you can see it happened right there. So that is how the Heretic Banshee's Easter egg actually works on Halo 2. This whole time, the method, it was never like to not be in a vehicle the entire game. It was just simply to not be in a vehicle at that one exact spot. So yeah, that's basically it. After all these years, we now finally know the exact method for spawning the Heretic Banshee. It is very simple. It is very easy to do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it to be interesting. If you did, as always, make sure to leave a like, leave thoughts and comments. Anything else you check out looking to, just let me know. But aside from that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys!